afternoon, students. By now, you may have heard that we're very excited to be able to tell you that starting this year, you'll be able to do all of your course requests for next school year, on an online system. You'll be able to go through and ensure that you're getting the classes you'd like to be able to take. This we think is going to cut down a lot of errors and also allow us to get the schedules in a better form as we start the school year. So there'll be less class changes. Make sure you're getting what you need to graduate, and also to enjoy your experience in high school. A couple of notes you need to take aware of is that each class is a little bit different, but please pay attention as we go through this tutorial so you can see how your class will do it. Please pay attention to other classes because there's some areas I only go over once, like selecting which course you want. Also, please be aware that you are required to go over this course request with your parents before you hit the submit button and submit your course request. As a matter of fact, there's a statement here that says by submitting your course request, you're certifying that you have gone over these requests with your parent or guardian. If you do submit these without going over with your parent or guardian first, that could lead to a discipline issue. If for some reason you cannot get with your parent or guardian to go over these, please make sure you get with your counselor, and we'll figure out what to do moving forward. In addition, if you are trying to register for a course, it doesn't seem to be allowing you to do it, the course doesn't appear on there, or if it's asking for prerequisites that don't make sense to you, please get with your counselor. I would recommend by email, and they'll be able to answer those questions for you. Or if there's a mistake, we'll be able to fix those. If there's a course that requires a teacher recommendation, and you have not been recommended for that course, you'll want to go ahead and get with the teacher that taught you last or is currently teaching you in that particular subject. For example, if you're trying to take a math course that's requiring a teacher recommendation, it doesn't show that you're recommended for that math course, you'll want to get with your math teacher to find out if you're eligible to take that and ask for a recommendation for it. All right, in order to access this system, it's very simple. You're going to log into your PowerSchool portal account. When you do so, over on the left-hand side, you're going to see a spot that says class registration. You're going to click on that. I'm actually under a dummy registration screen right now, so as I go through, it'll look the same as yours, but you'll see that there's no way for me ever to be able to submit. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at your literature composition course. Over here, it has important instructions for you. In this case, it's telling you you are required to enroll in one English course. And the way you do that is you go over here and click on the little pencil button on the right-hand side. Once you do that, it's going to come up and show you the opportunities you have to register. I'm going to go ahead and click on 10th grade Lit and Comp. I'm going to say OK, and now you'll see that that course shows up, and it shows up as a green arrow. I'm going to do the same thing for my math course. For my science course. For my social studies course. All right, and now you'll see that I have some options down here for my electives. The first option in 10th grade is I can do an off-site pathway. So this means that, and this is explained over here, but if I select this, it means I'll go, and I'm able to get into the program, that I'll go to an off-site area, either the College and Career Academy or Cincinnati Tech or some other off-site site. And I'm going to do that for 3 periods a day for the entire year. So remember, we're going to 7 periods next year. 3 of those periods would be spent at that offsite location. So instead of picking courses here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. If I want to do this, I'm going to pick the pathway I want to do. So if I'm interested in doing culinary arts, then I would select culinary arts. If I'm interested in food nutrition, I would select that. You can only select one pathway. And do remember that there's more than one page down here, so I can do that way and see what other options are out there. If I accidentally select 2, it's going to tell me I can't do that. I can only select 1. But of course, I don't have to select any. If that's not what I'm interested in doing, I don't have to do that. I would recommend you take a good look at the pathways that are out there. There's some excellent opportunities out there for students. So in this case, I'm going to select Pathway of Engineering, and I'm going to say OK. Now, because I did that, you're going to see down here now I have selected everything that I absolutely have to require because I've selected 7 credit hours, and that's what I need. Let's say that I'm not interested in doing a pathway, so I'm going to take that pathway engineering off. Maybe I'm doing an academic pathway, or I'm doing one of the pathways that are actually here located on campus, such as one of the ag pathways. So instead, oh, I forgot to take that off. I'm not going to select anything. And now I still need to select 3 electives hours, so I'm going to go to my electives now instead. And so I'm going to select those electives here. So let's say that I want to take, maybe I'm in band, so I want to take advanced band as one of my electives. Now, if you take band, and band's very important you do this. If I want to take band, I have to take 2 blocks or 2 periods of band. So if I'm taking advanced band 1, I need to take advanced band 1 and advanced band 2 as 2 courses. And then I can sign up for something else. So let's say that I'm going to sign up for agribusiness as well. Now once I've done that, I'm back to having 7 again because I have these 3 classes. And at this point, I can actually submit. Now, what happens if I can't get into one of these things? Let's say that, for example, this class is either full or I'm not qualified for it, or whatever the case may be. You want to pick electives. You do that by going down here where it says alternate electives, click the button next to it, and pick electives that you're interested in. Now, you can select up to 5 electives. It's pretty important you select things you like to do. These are not in any type of order. Make sure you're selecting ones that you like to do. If for some reason you select something on here that you don't like and you get placed in it, well, you did select it. At the same token, if you select no alternate electives, and it turns out that you were not able to get into what you chose up here on electives, then the fact is that you'll be placed in whatever is available and open. So you want to make sure that you pick what you want to pick. Okay, now that's 10th grade. Again, once you're sure you have everything you want to do, on your screen, down the bottom right-hand corner, you have a button that hits Submit. You'll submit that in, and we will have those course requests for you. Now, if you are in 11th grade, things are a little bit different. Again, on your screen, you'll go straight into it here. You don't have to do what I just did to bring it up. So in 11th grade, math and English are pretty much the same, but down where it says science, if you have not yet taken a biology credit, some will have, a few will have, most will not, then you will go over here and you'll select this science. If you already have a full year biology credit, then on this one you go over and select this science. So let's say in this case I don't, so I'm going to select biology 1 and I'm going to hit OK, and that takes care of my science. You have a little bit more options down here as well. Let's say that last year you began a pathway, but there was one course you need to take to complete it, or maybe there's a course or 2 on there that are extra courses that you'd like to be able to take. You can select those down here where it says LCCA, HOPE, MOWR electives. All right, it's important to understand you can only select 2 of those, and this is not where you would select a pathway. If you're going to do an entire new pathway, you would select it where it says the off-site pathway. Everything else for 11th grade is going to be the same as it was for 10th grade. Same way to select classes. For 12th grade, our upcoming seniors, the screen that you'll see when you come in will be this one. And again, it's going to be very similar to the way it was before, except that your science options aren't quite the same. Now, one thing I do need to point out for all of our science folks, if you are going to take AP Biology, AP Chemistry, or AP Physics, then under your science, you're going to want to sign up for honors, whatever that is, either honors physics, honors chemistry, or honors biology. And then under your electives down here, you would sign up for the AP side of that. So if you sign up for honors physics in 12th grade and you want to take AP, you would sign up for honors AP Physics. You do not have to. If you want to just take honors physics and you're been recommended for that, you can do that. But of course, we would highly recommend that you take the AP side of it to help you prepare um, for college. All right, so once you've submitted these, you're good to go. Um, all of this ends on Monday, so you want to make sure you got to take care of this. Once registration closes, um, then your courses will be filled in by your counselor. If you have any questions, again, email your counselor, and we'll take care of those immediately for you. If there's anything that doesn't seem to be right for you, that's fine as well. If you're in a very special situation, for example, that uh, for some reason, let's say that you weren't able to pass math while you were in 10th grade, but you did get promoted to 11th grade, but you still have to take that math from 10th grade, your counselor will take care of that for you. If you're taking it now, assume that you'll pass it and select the next course. If for some reason you don't, then we'll turn around and change that math for you. Same thing goes with your support classes. If you feel like that you need to be in a support class, you can go ahead and select that as your elective. If we feel like you need to be in a support class and you did not select it as an elective, then we'll select that for you. Again, if you have any questions about the process itself, email me, Mr. Ryan. But if you have any questions about classes, courses, what class you should take, anything like that, make sure that you email your counselor. All right, that's it. I hope you have a great day.